recording, and we are transitioning in 5, 4, 3, 2. We're live.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. We're actually very early this morning. We have commitments and prior obligations later this morning whenever we usually do the loop at 8. So we're doing it right now. It is currently 6:16 a.m., 38 degrees outside, clear skies, and we have a high of 63 today. So it's going to be nice. It's really not too bad out right now. We could have ended up running to the gym this morning, but with our prior commitments that we got going on, we couldn't risk being slow on the jog back home. So here we are doing this right now instead of doing it a little later. So apologies for that. So your live update, we'll still post this at 8, but it's not going to be live whenever you're seeing it at 8 this morning. So apologies, folks. Now, that being said, traffic conditions right now are fair. It's not going to matter to you later in the morning, but that being said, it's actually pretty steady and heavy traffic as of 6 in the morning. So if you're commuting into Tulsa, be advised it's going to be pretty steady flow, and I imagine it's only going to get worse and worse as the morning goes on. So be prepared for that this morning around 8, because it's typically, if not standstill, pretty darn close to standstill over here again on the entrance ramp from 76th Street onto 169. So just be advised.
That's from around 7 to 8.
Yeah, from 7 to 8, it's just the Wild West over there. So be advised on that. Now, with that being said, upcoming events for this week. I'm going to throw that over to Chad. What do we got coming up this week on the calendar?
All right, hang on 1 second. Let me pull that up for everybody real quick. Here, so according to the Owasso Chamber site, we have just the new member January membership orientation, and that is happening on the 30th. And then on the 31st, they have the 2024 annual passport event, I guess. It's just where they sell tickets to all the chamber meetings. So like I said, I'm sure you can probably get them at a discounted rate versus, just walking into the door at any of the chamber events where you have to pay, it's like $50 or $60 to get in. So it's probably like a cheaper rate for all this, or just like maybe it's, just to get a membership to the chamber. Who knows? But that's what's going on the Chamber's site. Let me check on Owasso-isms. And all Owasso-isms has this week is Bunko for a Cause, and that's for neighbors in need. And that's at the Bailey Education Foundation, and that will be at 6:30 p.m. And then they've got the Wheels and Thrills Sunday Skate event, and that is from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on February 4th.
February 4th.
And that's at Wheels and Thrills. So
Wheels and Thrills. Yep. Very nice, very nice.
And that's pretty much it that all we have on what's going on this week, at least from the sites that we look at to get our kind of news from.
So locally, that's what you got coming up on the calendar. If you have any other events we should know about, or you think we should know about, let us know. But as of right now, that's kind of what's on the agenda for upcoming events in Owasso. Now, more national headlines. The Kari Lake story about the RNC chair. He's like I know it's DeWitt or something like that.
DeWitt.
Yeah, so DeWitt, he's like the guy that kind of gives the thumbs up, the approval for incoming candidates and whatnot in the state of Arizona. Mm-hmm. It turns out that little scandal she was caught up in, where she was being bribed / threatened by the RNC to be bribed out of the race. It turns out that was real, and that guy stepped down. So that DeWitt fella, it's either DeWitt or DeWalt, he stepped down. And, of course, he's claiming, she's blackmailing him, taking it out of context. I really don't know. I mean, she posted the entire video. I don't know how it could have been taken out of context, but, to each their own. He's got to be able to play it up some way to kind of save face, but it's just the world we live in today, folks. It's just corrupt, dirty politics, and even the people that I agree with, they go, it's not exactly a threat, not exactly a bribe, but it's that gray area where the way he worded it's legally speaking is very safe.
It's what they call the golden handcuffs, meaning we're going to pay you not to do anything, but you also
Yeah,
can't say anything.
Yeah,
either.
he said, it's like, here's what he said. He said, we're asking you to not run this cycle. You can run later, but not this cycle. Wait 2 years and then run. So that is the gray area we live in this politics. That's why politics is so dirty. It's so gross. I don't know. It's a shame that this is what it looks like, but that's what it is, and it's the truth. And thank goodness we have candidates like Kari Lake who are honest, straightforward, and can't be bought or bribed. I'm not saying, I mean, everybody probably has their price, maybe even Kari Lake, but as of right now, I mean, she could have had could have been like a Nikki Haley type. She could have made her millions sitting on boards at Boeing and places like that. But she said no. She didn't want to be bought. She wants to drain the swamp. So good for her. I can really appreciate that as for her as a candidate. So I think Arizona should definitely, even if you're not a Republican, sit behind Kari Lake. I mean, she's calling out the nonsense in this corrupt system we kind of have going on.
Absolutely.
I said it's corrupted, but it's not lost. The checks and balances here in the United States, it's a beautiful thing. But whenever you have candidates who seem to be as genuine as Kari Lake, we need to keep those unicorns safe. So that would be my 10 cents. The people of Arizona need to rally behind Kari Lake, regardless of your political affiliation, because she's a unicorn in the circle of politics. So with that being said, other news, 25 other states signed on with Texas to support them in their endeavors against the illegal immigration coming across their border. So I think Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, has actually deployed troops to assist. I don't know what Oklahoma has done. I know that we were the first to sign on to say we will assist Texas with their border issues.
We back up or support. Yeah.
Yes, but I don't know if we've actually
done anything.
Yeah,
I don't think we have.
I don't think we've forwarded troops to that location or deployed them to that area.
And like I said, and standing behind somebody is a
pretty
vague.
Yeah, kind of like what our sergeants say. Trust but verify. Like, so you guys are with us, right? It's like, you're good. It's like, yeah, we're with you. But what form that takes remains to be seen here from the state of Oklahoma. So either way, 25 other states signed on. So, I mean, it's a pretty even split. Maybe it's kind of like the South versus North. The band's getting back together, it would seem, but for a very different reason. To halt this economic warfare that's being raged against us by perceived elites. So, with that being said, that's kind of all that's really going on in the worldwide world of news. So, if there's anything else you think we should be reporting on, talking about, or even if you disagree with us, let us know
in the comments.
Like I said, let us know. Like, share, subscribe. This is the Twins with the Owasso Live, and this was the Morning Loop. We hope y'all have a wonderful day. God bless y'all.